Are you ready for UFC 307 this weekend? Are you sure you're ready? Because it's going down in Salt Lake City this weekend, and you can get in on all the action with my partners at DraftKings Sportsbook. Right now, all new customers who bet $5 can get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, sign up using my promo code Sonnen. DraftKings, the crown is yours. That's $200 in bonus bets instantly after betting just $5. You can use your $200 in bonus bets to stay in on all the action. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun at DraftKings Daily Fantasy for a shot at winning cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers, use my promo code Sonnen. Bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Right now, that's promo code Sonnen only at DraftKings Sportsbook. I am in Salt Lake, and it's early. You guys probably aren't going to see this for a little while, about 5 a.m. And I just stumbled on something. So, the guys get together, and the guys start talking, and this guy heard this, and this guy... behind the scenes over here, something got pieced together, okay? Now, I will tell you before I tell you that I believe we are just having a good time in conversation right now. That's all I believe this is. But let's get into it anyway. Guy says to me, have you heard Jon Jones agree to fight Aspinall? I said, I think Jon would fight Aspinall. Yeah, no problem. He goes, no. That's not what I asked you. Have you heard Jon agree to fight Aspinall? No. And he goes, all right. Have you heard Stipe agree to fight Aspinall? I said, Stipe would certainly fight Aspinall. I think Stipe would have fought him last year. They would have presented that. He goes, no. That's not what I asked you. I asked you, have you heard Stipe say that he would fight Aspinall? Okay. No, you got me. No. I have not. He goes, all right. He says, yet Aspinall is retained. Aspinall has a contract. He will be licensed. He will be present in New York. And the UFC behind the scenes, I don't know how much behind the scenes is. Sometimes I forget, I got to tell you. What I heard over here in a capacity of, hey, keep it to yourself, and what I've read on the elbows and the manias that I go to for my MMA news. But there's a show that's going to be in January in Los Angeles. And whether that's coveted info or not, I've already blabbed that. I blabbed that to you guys well over a month ago when I was telling you that they would have liked Conor and Chandler. And the show that's brewing for Los Angeles in January, they want to make a very big deal. To my understanding, it's going to be at a venue that they haven't played. Whether that turns out to be perfectly accurate or not. But what I'm sharing is, one thing that is consistent, whenever I hear about the California show in January, it's big. It's always something big. To the point, they wanted Conor to go there with Chandler, right? Illustrates big. So, stay with me on all this, because the way the tale is going in a room 2 hours down with the boys, Aspinall is retained for November. That's the part that you need to take away. Not whether Jones would fight him or Stipe would fight him. Aspinall is retained for reasons that if Pereira goes through Roundtree quickly and unblemished, Pereira will go to the Garden to take on Aspinall. Stipe and Jones will be looked at for Los Angeles in January. Now, of that whole thing, and it's why I led this by saying, hey guys, don't chalk this up to any more than conversation. That simply is not going to happen. The history of the sport, but moreover, the business is they're going to deliver you the card as close to the card that you believe is going to be delivered. But we can still take elements of this wild rumor. We can still take elements, for example, if there is something to getting Pereira and Aspinall together, that could just be moved to January. I think that it's important that you ramp up the Stipe and Jones as quickly as possible. And not a matter of like rush to do it. We've waited how long already? But that you do get that wrapped up so that we do know if we've got a vacated championship, if we need to elevate an interim to an undisputed, or if we're coming down the hatches of the winner of Aspinall, in this case, Pereira, versus Jon Jones. And just for fun here, guys, right? 5 a.m. For 5 a.m. fun as you guys are getting your day going. If you were to put Pereira and Aspinall together, the winner faces Jon Jones. And that's the way you got to word it, because that's the reality. It is not the winner faces the winner of Jones and Stipe. If Jones is to win his next fight, he will be the undisputed champion. If Jones is to lose his next fight, immediately followed by the retirement of Stipe, the heavyweight title becomes vacated, of which Jon will come and fight for. And it would be opposite the winner of Aspinall, Pereira. Now, I just gave you a whole bunch of word salad. I just pinged you off of 10 different things. I hope that's not what you're hearing. All that I'm attempting to do is to create a conversation that there is, of all of that, there is a very fair point. There's a very fair point to, have you heard Jon agree to fight Aspinall? Have you heard Stipe agree to fight Aspinall? Yet you have heard that there's a contract and an agreement in place to retain Aspinall. That is very relevant. And the outside possibility that you're going to bump Pereira up, I mean, if there's ever a time to do it, for goodness sakes, it's Madison Square Garden. So let's see. Let's see how this grows and matures. I'm quite sure that I did not get accurate guesses made by the boys that are still suffering a little bit from last night's festivities here at 5 a.m. But I think there is something to at least consider as you're kind of getting a look at how the sausage is made.